So today I'm having a little bit of a rough time. I don't even know how much I really want to share. I just feel broken. I'm debating if I want to climb up there. I think I might want to climb up there. A lot of times when I do like a real hike, it makes me feel a lot better. A big wind just came. The water over here just started flowing. I saw the beginning of it coming. I could hear it, and then I saw the beginning of it coming. I'm just going to show you before I hike up. I'm in Nakhlamud. So I'm right under the Amud, and there's the cave over there. And the water just started flowing because of the storms this morning. This is the other side, and way up on top is that altar. It's not that stone that's protruding, although that stone that's protruding looks like it's interesting. Maybe, and I'll check that stone out too. I just feel like a fool, really like a fool. Like I fell into this trap, this whole twin flame journey. I don't know. I know that it's real, but at the same time I feel like maybe I'm making it real in my mind. Maybe if I disbelieve, I can get it out of my mind. But I feel like I've just been a fool. And maybe even a little bit of like, well, I don't know if that's true. Wasting my time, like I've been wasting my time and my effort and who I am. I just had a conversation with my father. And just like I miss who I was, I used to have so many interests and so many things that I liked doing and places that I wanted to go and be, and I could find excitement about building businesses. And I've built a lot of different businesses in my life. I've even built little businesses that were just like on the side just because, for the fun of it. And now I can't even seem to get like excitement about anything except for hiking up the mountain. And I'm getting more and more in debt. And I just feel all by myself. I just feel bewildered. And like there's really nothing in my life right now that excites me. And I'm embarrassed to say it because I have children. It seems like I could be excited. I am. I love them. And I'm excited for, well, I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of depression going on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just living off in La La Land somewhere. In any case, I'm shutting it all down in me. I don't see any hope. I feel like I've been telling myself stories. like make-believe stories. I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I know how to do things, I've done things, I have experience. There's so many things that I do know how to do. I just can't seem to get myself to do them. Even the work, like today I sat down all day to try to do these graphic jobs that I have, right? I designed something for my daughter. It took a few hours. But for paying, my pay job, I managed to do 45 minutes. 45 minutes. That's all I could bring myself to do. And then, and during that 45 minutes, twice I had to get up and just leave the house, take the dogs out for a walk, just go, because my brain starts going, ugh. And I have all these stories I tell myself. Like, these stupid stories I tell myself. Excuses. Excuses. It's all just freaking excuses. Everybody else seems to get it all figured out. I just feel so alone. I feel so alone, and it's not, I feel alone and abandoned. But that's just stupid because nobody owes me nothing. Nobody owes me anything. Everybody has their own lives. But I still feel like that because it's just stupid. Nobody owes me anything. Even if people promise me things, they still don't owe me anything. And then I tell myself stories. And I know it's not true. I know. I tell myself stories like, well, if I was making a good living and I was able to, concentrate and support myself, then I wouldn't feel so bad about the other things that are going on, like what's going on in the journey. I don't even want to call it that anymore. I just want to, forget it, completely tell reprogram my mind that it was all made up. That it wasn't real. And it wasn't real. If something is real, it comes to be. This isn't coming to be. And it won't come to be. And it's not real. It's all just a big game. I feel like also kind of like I was duped. Brought to believe something, I kind of twisty everything around, all my emotions around, and everything all get all twisted around, and making me half crazy, where I don't fit in anymore where I was, and there is no where do I go from here? And then I have this side of me that says, oh, come on, quit belly aching, change your language, get your big girl britches on, and stand up and just do what you need to do. And every time I try that, I have to get up and run. That's what I'm doing here now. I'm running. Hit up against the wall. But there's nowhere to run to. Today, there's no relief. There's no relief. I want to go. Like this morning, I get up, I do meditation, I take the dogs out, I come back, I sit, I do graphic. There's no freaking relief. There's no relief from the pain. It's just constant. It's just constant. And I feel like, okay, so maybe all this pain is pushing me into like a wormhole. Maybe it's pushing me into a wormhole that once I can't take it anymore, I'll get, pushed out into this other side. That's what I feel like. And then on the other hand, I think, well, maybe I need to start taking some kind of medication to balance out my emotions because I'm just not doing anything. I'm not managing to do anything. But I'm busy all the time. Busy half the time holding my head. I'm busy all the time. Yesterday, I met a really nice man. A really nice man. I think that anytime in the years past I would have met this man and I would have been like super interested. He was intelligent and he does all sorts of interesting things with people. He's a yoga teacher, and he also has a clinic for orthopedics, and he teaches people. He balances people energetically and mentally and spiritually and physically. And we had a really nice conversation. Any other time and he was a good looking man, right around my age. And I think that any other time in my life I would have been like, oh, this guy is interesting. I think he's interesting. But I just am not attracted to anybody. And it's not because, I can see that he's an attractive man. I can see it. Oh. I see why. There's a bee in this flower that is dead. And there's a white spider in there that must have gotten him. Why do I have to be so freaking miserable all the time? I used to love my life. I used to just thrive. I used to get up and want to go. I used to have all sorts of exciting things that I wanted to do, metal detecting. I was arrested twice with a metal detector, by the way. The first time I was arrested was super traumatic for me. And the second time I was arrested, it was more of I think that it cleared out my trauma, because the second time I was arrested was already after I'd had a whole bunch of life experience that just seemed kind of, okay, whatever. The first time was super traumatic. It was there was a write-up in the newspaper and everything. Okay, I have a phone call that I've been waiting for, so I'm going to end this here. Maybe I'll cry some more later. So I'm back after the phone call. I'll put these videos together. Somebody calling me about work that I gave him advice and where to go, because he wanted some kind of graphic, but he needs 3D graphics because he's going to be building a prototype. So I didn't want to just. He needs something else, a different service than I am. So I gave him some advice but it seems like ever since I opened myself up for graphics and just said, okay, I'm ready for graphics, the graphics have just been pouring in, actually probably more than I expected or more than I want, but I am gracious but it's not only graphics. I also talked today to a store that are looking for somebody to work there, which also, you see, when opportunity comes, okay, I'll talk with them and see what they want. I don't know. See, I don't want to close myself off, but I'll meet with them and see what they want and see if there's something there for me. In any case, I think that when opportunity comes, I open the door first and see if it's something that I want, especially when I'm asking for things to arrive this morning. I prayed and I said, please, just let it be easy. Just let it flow into my life. Whatever's going to come, just let it be easy and flow into my life. Simple. Ooh, look at that. It's a snake skin. I don't know that I really want to be touching it, but look, it's a whole big long snake skin here. Well, that tells you something, yeah? Tells you the snakes are out. There's more of it here, but it's all like bunched up. I don't want to touch it. I mean, that's symbolic for something. My father said, one foot in front of the other. It's simple. One foot in front of the other. Just keep on taking steps forward. So when I don't know what to do, I'm just out taking steps forward. I want to change my story. It's like I get into these little mind loops, or like these wormholes, or I don't even know what you would call it, like these ridiculous places in my mind where everything is just empty and black. I want my old self back again. I want to change back, not backwards. I like all the new stuff that I have added on. I want to be strong. I want to feel strong. I want to be excited about something. I want to be in love with my life again. I want to be in love with who I am again. Well, I do. I love myself. I'm starting to have like these insecurities, like that I'm just kind of withering. Oh, I'm picking these. I don't think they're ripe yet. That one's pretty good. I didn't really feel like making this a video. I just feel like there's no relief. There's no relief from the pain. I can't find relief. And there's nobody else really that can give me relief. I went and talked with my father, but there's just, he gives me good advice and he says certain things and I hear it all, but in the end, I still in that I don't find any relief. There's no relief. So he gives me good advice and things that I know and things that I'm, trying to apply into my life. But there's just no freaking relief. I think I'm gonna go now.